Some random roadside blowjob in the bathroom Denny's somewhere in Florida, which is the state where retirees go to die, was better than being at an Escape concert. Hey Sugar Pie Honey Bunches of Love, it's Garrell, and this is another segment of Girl, Did You Know? Girl, did you know that Patrick Hampton came for Jeremy JFlo Lawrence on Facebook? Here's how that went down. JFlo, for those of you that don't know, is a rapper. And if you can tell, I'm a bit of a rapper too. You heard them bars. JFlo is a producer of shows, including the Simp Gatsby series, which he offers a platform and stage for local artists, singers, songwriters, all that good stuff. He came to the defense of KB Brown, another local artist, when Patrick Hampton commented on an article about said artist, saying that he needed to give up on his music career, pack it up, get a job, and go take care of his family. He then made a Facebook post insisting that hip-hop was the fountain of youth for young black men, allowing those that are still in their 30s and 40s to have some pipe dream that they will never accomplish, in his opinion. JFlo then came back in his own status, in which he outlined how he felt that these rappers that Patrick Hampton are demonizing, they tutor youth, they help out in the communities, and use their platform to be a voice for the youth that he is seemingly so concerned about. This incited a shade match of epic proportion, in which Patrick goes into the comments of JFlo's status that he made about him and tells him, I'm just using you and KB Brown for promotion. Just sit back and let me use you. Me being a top, I know that phrase, I've definitely said that to a couple bottoms, just sit back and let me use you. I know JFlo, he don't seem like the bottom and type. So Patrick, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's a no for me, dog. This debate sparked a conversation about the state of black men, hip hop, and whether or not this musical dream is something that we need to pursue as people. Me, myself personally, as the founder of Young Gifted and Black, I understand the impact of creative arts, because back in the day, they might have been able to take our patents away, they might have been able to take promotions away, but they could not take away the fact that we could sing, dance, and create like no other. And the entertainment industry has created more black millionaires than any other. So me, myself personally, Mr. Hampton, while you find off at the chops, I think you need to take a seat and reevaluate the situation before you speak on it. Girl, did you know that Recy died about 12 days ago from when this video was made, and that she was a young black woman back in 1944 who was brutally raped by 6 white men on her way home from a church service. Oprah Winfrey has recently been in the news because of her wonderful and powerful speech in which she talked about female empowerment, the intersectionality between race, and the struggle for marginalized people as a whole. And all this time, we're still having firsts. Black people are still being the first to win this, the first to win that. We got some work to do. Activist and creative Marcus Ellsworth had this to say on Facebook. Regardless of how you feel about Oprah 2020, because Oprah is seriously thinking about running for president, which I'm kind of here for, Recy Taylor was brutally raped by 6 white men in 1944 and died just before her 98th birthday, a couple of weeks ago, without 1 ounce of justice brought against the men who assaulted her. What are your thoughts on that? We need to be mindful of the fact that even though there are wonderful strides that are being made, there are still issues at hand. And we cannot be distracted by the glamorization of some of the small strides that we're making forward, because we still have a long way to go. So keep that in mind moving forward into 2018. This is the year of change. This is the year that black lives will matter. This is the year that no woman will have to say me too, and we still have a lot of work to go. YouTuber Kingsley, which a lot of you know, is one of the older YouTubers that started back in 2006 and shit. He had this to say. YouTube is nothing more than a representation of a greater corporate culture. Once people realize they can make money, that becomes the motivation. The reason you guys connect with older YouTubers is because none of us knew we would make money. YouTube famous wasn't a thing. What he's talking about is the recent scandal with Logan Paul. For those of you that don't know, Logan Paul is one of the biggest YouTubers and the head of a lot of YouTube cliques that are out here creating stars. Logan made a video recently where he went to what's called the suicide forest in Japan. There, they found a dead body hanging from a tree. Instead of stopping the cameras, they edited uploaded and released this video. I'm telling you, YouTube, Twitter, and every social media outlet has dragged Logan through the coals. Drag her! If I'm walking around and I find a dead body and I got my camera out, I'm taking this to the police for evidence. And a lot of people are wondering why YouTube even let it upload in the first place. Girl, did you know that YouTube Red is releasing a show called Do You Want to See a Dead Body? Child, I don't. Me, myself personally, I don't. I saw enough dead bodies on the corners and on the streets and in the gutters in the ghetto that I didn't grow up in. Because I didn't grow up in the ghetto. But there's some people that had that experience, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to relive it. Now people are speculating that YouTube allowed Logan Paul to upload this video at best as a focus group for their newly released show, and at worst, they paid him to do it. And if that's the case, then maybe what Kingsley said about the corporate culture might not be so inaccurate. Girl, did you know that Khia and T.S. Madison were reading bitches for filth on a graduate school level last night on Facebook Live? New year, after the whole scandal about them being kicked out of the Tamar and Escape concert, everyone has been talking about it. They were invited by Vincent, Hurbert, and Tamar to come to the show, and I think they were supposed to perform My Neck and My Back. Candy threw her weight around and basically 86 that whole thing. T.S. Madison and Khia had something for that though. They came back with a complete set, built out like an actual courtroom. Robes, props, and which T.S. went behind the courtroom and was digging up the corpses of the people they were slaying. They had a big ass monkey head that looked like Dr. Sayers from Planet of the Apes and said that that was K. Michelle. According to the Queen's Court, they were not kicked out, but they were accosted by security who apparently was told that they had weapons. T.S. Madison informed the audience that she had no weapon besides that big juicy between her legs. Drag her! T.S. Madison also said that she's been kicked out of better places than an Escape concert, including a Denny's after the club in Miami one day. This bitch said that some random Denny's, some random roadside blowjob in the bathroom Denny's somewhere in Florida, which is the state where retirees go to die, was better than being at an Escape concert. I know I've not seen such reading since I was in college. It was masterful, it was hilarious. T.S. Madison, Khia, you guys keep doing your thing. The rest of the stars out there, when we put ourselves out there for the public eye, people are gonna build their platforms reporting on the things that you do. Just be happy that you guys are giving people jobs and that you're, feeding these queens. That's it for this segment of Girl, Did You Know? You guys, if you have any tea, any situations, any stories that I need to know about, let me know in the comments below, or you can tweet me at Garrell Woods. Drag her!